Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. You know we got that illness, that realness. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Don't play with the ill shit, come with the realness. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Grind City TV, better get with the city. Network Roku, submit. If you got the hotness and you wanna be on TV, submit. Hip hop, neo soul, reggae, smooth and she TV, submit. We only play the best, cause we the best in indie TV. Submit. Y'all know who it is, reppin' PA Grind City TV. Submit. Grind City TV Network is taking music video submissions for rotation placement. Go to grindcitystudio@gmail.com. Send us your YouTube video URL and your artist name, and we'll get back at you. Airtime is also available for advertising. We're also taking submissions for new indie TV show series. Give K-Bay a call, 412-251-9620 for more information. Add us on Roku, Grind City TV Network. No Roku? See us on the net, grindcity.biz, and get the mobile app on Google Play. Submit.
You're watching Youth Talk Sports.
Welcome to Coach's Corner with Coach Scrap Wilson.
You're watching Youth Talk Sports.
Youth Talk Sports.
You're watching Youth Talk Sports.
Youth Talk Sports.
Shout out to all the grind.
Welcome to another episode of Youth Talk Sports. We got the Mania edition going on. I'm here with Woodland Hills' point guard, Reddix. How are you today, sir?
Good, chilling.
Good. Thank you for coming to the show.
No problem.
I appreciate it. I got my Swissville Golden Flashers on. That's the football organization that I used to coach for back in the day. It's coming back around this year, so want to give a big shout out to my big brother Scrap for making that happen. So shout out to Scrap. But let's get right into the interview. How are you today, though, sir?
Good.
Good. I know you played a point guard for Woodland Hills and all that.
Yeah.
So how do you like it?
It's cool. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. It's fun.
Real
So
fun.
tell me one thing. Tell me what really got you into basketball, especially the point guard position.
Basketball, I got two older brothers, and they played it, but it was like they ended up having to take the wrong route in life. So it was like I ended up taking from them, and I actually got good at it. So it was like, why not? Just give it a try, and I tried it, and now it's like I love playing the game.
So how long have you been playing?
Since I was 7.
Since you were 7? So you've been
Yeah.
playing the point guard position since you've been 7, or were you introduced
It
to
was like, when I first started, I started playing point guard because it was like I was little. But then once I got older, I started moving around, like switching positions. Yeah, I played every position, but point guard, I just stuck.
Stuck with you? So you like
Yeah.
distributing? Would you say you're a more of aggressive point guard or a more conservative point guard?
I'm more of an aggressive point guard, yeah.
You like to score the ball, or are you more like dish and deal, or what would you? So tell me what would be your best game? Would you say you're more of an outside guy? You're more of a facilitator?
I'm more of a, like, I don't know, like, I drive, but then it's like I pass the ball a lot. So playmaker for real. I make good plays.
All right, that gives me a good question to ask you. So tell me about a game that you played was probably the toughest game. The other kid was watching you pretty well. You had a couple turnovers. Tell me how you overcame that.
I was out of town. I was in Philly. We played against this one team. They had a nice little guard. It was close in the game. It was like a minute left. We was up 4. I came down court. I was trying to like slow the game down. He ripped me twice, tied the game, and then I ended up hitting the last shot, won the game. I ended up getting past that, just slowing down, taking things easier instead of trying to rush the ball up the court.
Okay, so now you're in your sophomore year, correct?
Yeah.
And so from your freshman year to your sophomore year, you played all 2 years, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me how you grown from a freshman to a sophomore in playing the point guard position.
Freshman year, I was just too nervous to play point guard, but now it's like I got my confidence after playing a couple games with that varsity. Got my confidence up.
Cool. Got your confidence up after playing varsity?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I know you played in the Penn Hills game. So tell me about that rivalry.
I'm not gonna lie, that was my worst game I ever played, and it was just like the atmosphere. It was first, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't that confident in playing varsity because it was like my first year of high school, and the way I used to look at high school basketball was like everybody was just hard. But no, it was a good experience, but I was just too nervous to play in the game. I got a couple minutes, but not too much.
Okay. So tell me, like during the off season or something like that, tell me what do you do to maintain your ability to be able to perform on the court?
Ooh, I do a lot, like training. I'll lift and then go to the gym right after I lift.
So you have like a routine?
Yeah.
So okay, that leads me to another question. So tell me, leading up to a game, how do you prepare? Tell me your routine going into a big game.
Just see that. Like preparing for a big game, you just gotta stay focused, locked in. I try to, like before the game, I try to stay by myself. Like I try to stay alone, so I could just keep my mind right. I don't play before the game.
Is there any like a go-to song that you like to go to? Because I had my last show, we had a guy, he said he liked Polo G. You would have never thought that this kid liked Polo G, but he said that he liked Polo G. I hope you're watching. It blew my mind. But yeah, is there any like a go-to song that you go to?
See, now my go-to song is King Von Demon. That hate, but before it was like, it would be something like Young Boy or something.
Something. Okay, yeah, like Young Boy.
Yeah, Young Boy, Lil Durk.
Okay, so tell me why is King Von one of your go-to songs, or why?
Cause just the way he rap, everything he says is just real. So it's like, I feel what he's saying. And it's just, yeah.
It's more of a relate thing than anything.
Yeah, I relate to it.
Relate to it. Awesome. So, with COVID going on and stuff like that, are you guys actually in school or you guys do school remotely?
We do it on the computer.
So it's remote?
Yeah.
So it's at home and then you guys, so do you prefer that? I ask everyone this question. So do you prefer that over going to school regularly or do you prefer going to school being in school?
No, I'd rather do the computer work because in school I get in too much, like just friends get you caught up. And
So it works better for you doing them remote. Oh, okay. See, now I would think someone like you would rather be in school, where you have other people that come on the show and they say that they rather be in school. That's different for you to say. That's kind of unique that you would rather do it. So you don't mind the interaction with your friends too much?
Nah.
No. So you just get up. So okay. So give me a regular day at school through the computer.
It's like you gotta wake up. Like if you was really going to school, like to catch the bus to like your first period class, I would set my alarm for like 10 minutes before it just so I could wake myself all the way up. And then I'll just go like it's a regular school day. And then when it's over, I go back to sleep or go to practice.
So now do you guys have breaks in between? Like, so do you have like an hour break here, or is it like strictly like back to back, like if you were moving through the classroom with bells?
They give you like 5 minutes to get to the next class, like on the computer. you get like 5 minutes to get to the next class.
So is it even, do you have a longer lunch break too, or is it the lunch breaks are like 30 minutes or like the same?
No, the lunch break's like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So tell me, okay, so what would be your favorite subject in school
math.
and why?
Cause it's like, in other subjects you could just look in a book and get the answer out of it. Math, you really gotta break it down. Even if you think you got the answer, you really ain't got the answer until you break it all the way down. And you'll know when you break it all the way down.
I understand. We had a little side conversation. It was pretty funny last night. I'm going to joke with you after that when we get off the, but I'm going to joke with you. But I can understand. So you like figuring everything out, breaking everything down to the actual point to where you need to get it to be, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Because like a lot of people, they either like reading or some of them like English and stuff like that. It's fantastic that most of the people that we have on the show, they actually do like math. Because at the end of the day, I'm 34, so I've been around a little bit, and for the most part, you do more adding and subtracting in life than you do most of the other stuff that you do in school, though. So yeah, I mean, it's awesome that you already have that one-track mind on that math. So that's kind of awesome. So if there was any other subject in school, what would be your second subject?
Probably reading. Reading, yeah, I like to read.
See, I like this point guard. He likes to read. He likes to do math. This is an excellent point guard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, reading. I do that when I'm bored. Like if there's nothing else to do, I'll just read a book or something. I got books in my room.
Oh, so okay. So how many books do you? So they say every great CEO reads about maybe like 6 to 7 books per year. So on average, I know you're a teenager, and I know that reading's not that fun. But how many books would you say you read in a year since you say you like reading?
See, I'm not gonna lie. Look, when I was younger, I used to read like a lot of books a year. Like I wouldn't be able to count, but now like I say about 5, 6.
5, 6 books a year. So how long does it take you to get through a book? See, for me, it would take me maybe like, I'm not really a big reader. I like math like you too, so I wasn't really a big reader. So it'd probably take me maybe like a month and a half to get through like maybe one solid good book.
See, a solid good book will probably take like 2.5, 3 weeks, just because like once I get into something, like once I start reading, it's like I'll read all day, then go to sleep, wake up, read. Like
that's awesome. That's very rare that we have people that actually like to read. You know, a lot of people don't really like to read because we're in the microwave era, so everything is so quick and you can get it at a snap of a finger. Reading actually takes time and patience, so that I can understand why you play the point guard position, because that also takes time and patience too.
Yeah.
So moving further with the interview, if there was another sport, what would it be if besides basketball? If you had another sport to play, what would that be besides basketball?
Football.
Football, and why?
Cause I got anger problems, so it's like football. Basketball, I can't tackle you, so football I can hit you without nobody saying nothing to me. Like I can just hit you as hard as I want, and nobody can say nothing.
All right, so with anger issues, okay, so say we're playing a game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I fouled you three times, right? But they called 2 on you, and you're a little bit upset. Tell me how you get over that and still be successful, and you're down by 10.
It's all a mind game, so at the end of the day, it's either you're going to play your game or you're going to play the ref's game, and you can't play the ref's game. The ref's always going to win. You just it's all mental.
So okay, so all right, I'm gonna walk you down another scenario. So say you have 5 fouls. I'm not sure how many they have in basketball. 5, is it 5 or is it 5 you sit down, or because in the NBA it's 5?
Yeah, 5, 6, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so you have 5 fouls, and you're bringing up the ball up the court. He fouls you. You go to the line. You make your 2 shots. I mean, you didn't make your shoot out there in the penalty. He comes back down, but how do you play me now? Game's tied. Do you still play aggressive? You play conservative? How do you play?
Play smart. You gotta play smart, and what I mean by that is just like, depending on how he's coming down. If he's coming down trying to get the last shot on me, I'm gonna play.
No, we'll give some time on the clock. So say we have 3 minutes or something left on the clock. So how do you play me throughout the rest of the game? But remind you, you got only one more foul when you're sitting down.
Oh. Is it like I'm watching the best players?
Yeah, you're watching me.
Oh.
You got one more. You sit down. You're done for the game. And tell me how you play me throughout that next 3 minutes.
See, if you're the best player and I got 5 fouls, I'm gonna have somebody else watch it.
But you're watching.
Until the that
Yeah,
situation.
you're watching me. I want to hear from you. You point guard, you
I
watching.
mean, it's like I'm gonna try my hardest not to foul you, but if you try,
I'm aggressive, so I've been going to the lane all day.
oh, I'm gonna do a charge. I'm gonna try at least a charge. I'm gonna try to take a charge.
Okay, all right, I like that. See, I wanted to see where you was at right there. You know what I mean? I wanted to see where you was at. But before we go, I want to thank you again for coming to the show. I appreciate talking to you, Mr. Reddix. It was a great, awesome time. We got to pay some bills. We got the Coach's Corner next. It's the Mania. We in the building. Swissvale. Shout out to Scrap Wilson for making it happen.
Yeah. They step back when they see me like they hardened, son. With his chicks, so we looking like pardon, son. 45-inch and it's worth the ton. We long, so they thinking I'm
Can't hear me neither. Y'all can hear me good? I mean, I can talk loud. You already know. It ain't no thing for me. Yeah, I can talk loud.
How do I sound? Sound good? Good? Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Welcome to Youth Talk Sports, Coach's Corner. This is Coach Scrap Wilson. Today we got Coach Johnson over here. And guess what we're about to talk? A whole lot of everything. And welcome to, guess what? Swissvale Mania Day. Swissvale Gold Flashes, we in the building. Welcome back. Remember the flashes, it's everything. Just shout out to all the gold flashes. Everybody ever put a gold flashes uniform on, you know what I mean? Feels good to be back, motivated, you know. But we're going to put that to the side at the moment. And now we're about to jump into this interview with Coach Scrap and Coach Yo. Welcome to the show.
How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
Let's just give them a quick little briefing on what it is that you do. You're part of, you have your own, I know you coach a lot of different sports and everything, a lot of different kids, you're very multi-talented, but you have your own organization called the Commission.
Yes.
Can you explain to the studio audience, people out there in the world, that what it is that the Commission is?
Yes. The Commission. I wasn't a positive person like I am. I was always in a lot of trouble, you know. I was in and out of jail and everything, but then I changed my life and I started doing positive things in my life. So my life started to get better, so that's when I started coaching. And when I started coaching, I realized that these kids needed more than just somebody to push them on the court, but to push them off the court as well. So basically the Commission is just making kids the best that they can be on and off the court at all times. No days off.
Which is what's needed. As far as the Commission goes, as far as the Commission goes, we're going to do this because I'm a little different in the world. We're going to put this on my hoodie, like this, okay, because we all live TV, so you don't know how to do this. Something different. I'm going to put my hood on like this, right? We're going to, matter of fact,
You gotta talk loud, that's all. Gonna put it on the mask?
Should work better.
That's gangster.
Mic check.
Oh,
That
there you
sound
go.
good.
There you go.
So I got the mic on the mask, and you know, I'm an improviser, brain always working. Take my hood off. So back to the interview. One thing about live TV, it's great because you get the genuine out of it, and you know, you can't be corny at the same time.
Right.
So back to our interview. What I was going to say was I kind of probably needed that break because I got stuck on my question. So my question is, as far as youth, how would they find out how to be a part of the commission, to get some guidance from the commission? How would they, what would they need to do?
I mean, I got cards. They can get me on the commission Facebook page. You can get me on the commission Facebook page. I have cards. I also do motivation speaking. They also try to call me a life coach, but anybody can be a life coach. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm always out here doing clinics, lessons. I do private lessons, so I'm literally everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with your lessons, what type of lessons do you do? Because you coach multiple sports.
Yes.
So, before we even get to the lessons, what sports do you coach?
I coach basketball and softball.
Basketball and softball.
Yes.
So now that we're talking about the lessons of the sports that you coach, do you provide those services for both sports or just one?
For both. I provide them for both, boys and girls, all ages, from like second grade all the way to high school.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's awesome. So do you, what teams do you coach? I know every time I talk to you, it's like you coaching something. I just don't know what to label it as. I just
Right.
What I know you as is Coach Yo Commission, but then when I'm talking to someone else, they're like, "Oh, she helped me coach." I'm like, "What? I ain't know that." I mean, so then I'm talking to somebody over here, and it's like, "She helped me coach," or "She got her own little squad." I'm like, "What? I ain't know that." So,
Right.
What organizations do you help out with?
I help out at Woodland Hills for their Metro program. It's a feeder program. It's from like 4th to 8th grade, boys and girls. I've been coaching there for maybe like 5 years. I also coach FCAA ballers for AAU. I also was a program director at Courtine Sports Center. Me and Coach Juan, I don't know if you know Coach Juan, but me and Coach Juan just did a Who Got Game Street Ball Unity League this past summer, like this past year.
What one?
Coach Juan out from Larmer.
Okay.
Yes, Coach West's brother.
West. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we did that Who Got Game Street Ball Unity League. It was dope. We had 22 teams in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
We had it for 8 weeks, 3 days, 3 days out of the week for 8 weeks straight. 22 teams. We were able to have a star weekend. Everybody donated to the kids. Referees donated their time. People donated waters, Gatorade. People donated uniforms. People donated temperature guns. I mean, that's why it was so beautiful, because when everybody puts in for the kids, it's only going to be a blessing, you know?
Is this something that is going to be, was this the first time?
Yes, it was our first time, and we plan on doing it every year, every summer.
Well, make sure, we would definitely like to be part of it.
Oh, for sure.
What we have also in the future, just to put this bug in there, like we're going to have a tournament for different sports. So we're going to have like a 3-on-3 tournament.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're going to have a 3-on-3 tournament, so we're going to pass that off later on down the road and stuff.
Okay.
But, also, man, this is another thing. Somebody told me you also play softball?
Yeah, I went to college on a basketball, softball scholarship. I had a full ride. I was a starting shortstop, starting 1-2 guard down in Florida.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Do you play any women's leagues now?
I haven't played basketball in years because I've had 8 knee surgeries. I don't have any meniscus and cartilage in either knee. I'm 38 years old, but I need 2 new knees right now, but I'm like 40 years too young. My doctor told me at 25 I'll never play the game of basketball anymore. But I play softball. I play softball.
That's what I was gearing toward.
Yeah.
My next thing is a lot of the girls you and I have coached, they are older now. They're grown. And one thing that they had brought to me is they're looking for a league.
Okay.
So they're trying. I was like, "What? Y'all ain't done?" They're like, "No." So we got like a bunch of grown women now. That, we had the honor to coach that want to continue to play softball.
Right.
And I seen oh my goodness, Kaya. seeing her grown. She threw me off, man. I was at a party for real. This is crazy. This is a young lady that we both had the pleasure to coach. And I seen her grown, but at coaching, you don't see them grown. So I'm like ready to still tell her mom, like, she's up in here. Ooh.
I know.
So, but when you said, this is what I was leading to that, it's like, when you said you was coaching for 20 years.
Yes, 20 years this year. 20 years this year.
20 years.
20 years, man.
I've been coaching for 20 years myself, and it, like, when I look over at the gentlemen that are here today for basketball, it's like, we've been coaching before they were even here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, to be able to, for you to be able to mentor and show, just come from a good era.
Yeah.
You come from a good time. You know, like I say, like 35, 45. No, I'm gonna say 35. I'll give 50. 35 to 50. I think that was an era. If you're those age, I think that was an era of like creation, a lot of motivated young. You know, we were born into unity versus more segregation. But even though it's still all the same, it's just it's controlled. I mean, our parents lived in a little bit out of uncontrolled environment.
Right.
So, what do you like to play best? Which between, because I know you're good at both.
Right.
You know what I mean, I've heard about you. I've seen you play. What do you like to play the most? Which one of the two is your favorite sport?
That's funny you asked me that, because my basketball coaches and my softball coaches used to argue with each other all the time about me. And I say that I like softball more because when you play basketball, it's a team game. So it's like, no matter how hard you play in basketball, you still got to do other people's jobs sometimes.
Right.
And it doesn't matter how hard you play, you can give your all. If you lose, you're going to go home that night and you're going to be laying in bed and the whole game is replaying. And even though you gave everything that you can give, the game is still rolling in your head and you're still trying to think of what I could have did differently here, what could have happened here. Softball, I know ain't nothing getting past me at shortstop, and I know I'm going to hit the shit out the ball. Ooh, I don't know if I was allowed to say that. But, so.
We as coaches, we had that.
All right.
If you were coaching, you ain't never dropped the S-bomb, went crazy, you would hit a steam or something. You're not really a coach. You
All right.
don't even know what to tell you for real. So
All right, good.
I wouldn't even want my kid playing.
All right, good. Thank you. But yeah, man, so you know you're going to hit the ball, you know you're going to do your job, and you feel good about that even after you lose. You're
Right.
like, I did my job today.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Okay,
Yeah.
So now my next question is, which of the two is, which of the two do you, not prefer, but do you jump up to coach more? Like, I know with me, I coach football and I coach softball. And it's like, everybody's like, I love coaching football. And I'm like, it's a little easy, I'm a boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for me to get up and coach a bunch of girls and have them outworking the boys that I coach for real,
Right.
I just love softball more. You know what I mean?
Right.
I love football, but I feel like it's easier. It's not as I just feel like the getting girls the how to is just like, people are like, how do you get them girls to be like that? You know what I mean? But then again, when I look at it from your perspective, I'm like, how should get them boys to be like that? You know what I mean? So which
I like coaching basketball more because, first of all, I feel like, I don't know how any other coach feel, but I feel like it's easier to coach girls for me. It's easier to coach girls for me because their pride is different. Their one is different. They're selfless. So they're going to do what I asked them to do because they want it, not because I'm asking them to do it, you know. Boys, they're differently, and that's why I like coaching basketball, and I love coaching boys because I like to push them. I like to push them to their limits so they can see something in themselves they didn't even know they had. And in basketball, I have more opportunity to do that, to get every single thing that I want from those kids.
Okay. That's a great answer too. So, but I'm gonna close it off. My last question is, as far as for any student athletes out there, is there any suggestions that you would suggest for them to just, as far as to increase their work ethic? Is there anything like time of day, just routines, anything that you want to share with the audience that that might help them probably, whether it's shoot 100 jumpers more a day?
Right.
Is there anything that you can advise for them to just help themselves excel in the game that they play?
Well, I would say to any sports, it could be basketball, softball, any player, anywhere. Don't look your coach in the face and tell him you want to win if you ain't willing to put in what it takes to do it, you know? And don't say you want to be this, you want to be great if you ain't going to do it, you know? You got to work harder. You got to do all the things that you don't feel like doing. That's what it's going to take, and you got to do it now. No coach should be out here asking you to practice on your own because you don't want it if you ain't practicing on your own. Like a lot of kids, they go to that 2-hour practice with their coach, and they expect the coach to make them Jordan. It doesn't work like that. You become Jordan on the work you put in yourself. The coach is just there to help you and teach you some things that you might not know. But it's your job to do the work to be that legend or that great player that you want to be. And it's not okay to just want to be good, because that's regular, right? That's what regular people do. Regular people are okay with being good. Any player that play for me, good ain't good enough. I have a saying. There's two people in the world, people that try and people that do. Who you think I want to play for me? All day, man, because we ain't got time.
And that's just to even to piggyback off that, like, it's just like if somebody's like, I'm real big off of, like, you're turning off, you're twisting the light bulb, and you're like, I'm trying to get this light bulb out. I really correct that. I'll be like, how are you trying to do something that you're doing?
Right.
You're doing it. Like, so be a doer, don't be a trier. That's like one
Yes.
thing that I will always push. I totally agree, and we hit on the head with that good. Like, there's something above great. There's even something above great. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal. Like there's levels to everything, and then if there ain't a level for phenomenal, make it your own work, recreate it. Just keep climbing. So before we do go, I just want everyone to know that on December 12th, we will be holding a toy drive here at Grind City. You can bring all unwrapped gifts. What we're going to do is we're going to collect gifts for the needy. It's just a very hard time right now for the communities, the people in the community. It'll be from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. December 12th. That's the day that we'll have the drop off the unwrapped gifts, and then the next week after, we will do a gift giveaway and things like that. We'll get the information about that event out also. But I just pray that a lot of people share this information. If you're at a Dollar Tree, grab a crayon box, or just some crayon, something, because some books, you never know who you're inspiring. Just like we had a young man earlier today who likes to read. So that's December 12th, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. We'll be down here at Grind City Media Hotel Studio, and I look forward to having you. And then we're about to take this commercial break. Happy holidays to everyone, and everybody be safe. Wear your mask, keep your hands clean, love your people, love them from a distance, just don't love them too close.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the podcast from Dug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. Welcome to the podcast.
We're gonna go real. Oh, okay, can you hear me now? Whoa. Can you hear me now? All right, awesome. We back. We back, and it's the Swissville edition. It's the mania. We in the building. Feels good to wear the gold again. But I got my man over here, Mr. Dale. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
We have another excellent Woodland Hills basketball player. Plays the center, plays the power forward. Now, welcome to the show. I'm going to shake your hand again. I know it's germs, but we're going to exchange the little squirt stuff afterwards. But not a problem. How are you, though?
I'm good. I'm just, this is my first time in, like, a studio, so just about to get used to it.
Okay, all right, so we're just going to put you in the fire right away.
All right.
All right, how about this? So we had your buddy over here, Reddix. All right, Reddix. We had your buddy over here, Reddix, right? So you tell me, how would you grade his game? Would you give him a B? How would you think is he a good point guard? He's a great point guard. How would you grade him?
He's my teammate, so he's great.
I understand he's your teammate. But I want to hear how you think about his gameplay.
I mean, he can pass the rock, shoot. He's aggressive.
Is he a good shooter?
Yeah, he's a good shooter.
Okay, all right. Enough about Reddix. We're going to get into you now. All right. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me why you wanted to play basketball.
Well, I never really wanted to play basketball. My mom just kind of pushed it on me because my height, and I wasn't doing nothing really with my life for real. I was just, going to school. But I used to play, like, blacktop and, like, at my house. So, yeah.
So that's what got you into playing basketball?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what you like about playing the 4 in the 5 position.
I mean, we're really underrated for real because we get all the rebounds and we're like the most physical out of everything. So, yeah.
So on average, how many rebounds would you say you get a game?
Like 15.
15?
Let me say that. Yeah, 15.
15, about how many points?
Probably like 12, 10.
So you're around a double-double type of guy.
Yeah.
Double-double guys go to D1 colleges and stuff like that, so you're doing some great numbers. But moving further along, so tell me, you said your mom's gotten you into it, so about what age have you actually started playing basketball?
8th grade, so I was like 13.
So were you introduced to the 4 and the 5 then, or did you play a different position?
Yeah, I was a 5, 4-5, because I was always tall.
So how tall are you now?
I'm 6'2", 6'3".
6'2", 6'3". See, yeah, Coach Joe's, I'm about like 6'2", too. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I was kind of nice. I had a little handle. I might take you on the court. We got to find that out. But we'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. We got time for that. No rush. You know what I mean? You used to call me the GOAT back in the day, but we ain't gonna get into it. Anyway.
I don't know about now.
I might be a little washed, though. You never know. I might, I'm a little old. I got bad feet. You know what I mean? So, we ain't gonna get into it too much. But moving right along, though, tell me about Woodland Hills basketball in general. Tell me how you like it.
I mean, the coaching staff, my coach, Coach Jefferson, shout out Coach Jeff, he gets, like, real close with the athletes, and, like, he really cares. And Coach Virginia as well. And we got a new coach, Coach Corey. Yeah, and our other coach, Coach Giles, he went to Penn Hills. So, I mean, they're really good for real. Yeah, they motivate us.
Okay, yeah. So walk me through a practice. So tell me, like, when you first start practice, walk me through a practice. Walk me through a whole practice. Tell me what you do when you get there, in the middle, and at the end.
When we get there, we
even if it's good or bad, everything is legit here.
We get there, we do, like, our form shooting, play around real quick, and then coach blow the whistle, tell us what we need to do, stretch. We go through, like, shells, like 4-out plays, and then we scrimmage at the end, and then some people do be fooling around, but, you know, that's just.
Is it more the underclassmen that fool around, or is it more?
Yeah.
Because Reddix an underclassman, so does he fool around a lot? See, yeah, he does. Okay. See, I didn't get a chance to ask him all these questions. We gonna get him back over so he can tell me about your game in a second. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I know that I put you on the hot seat. So tell me about Coach Yo over there that was in the coach's corner.
Coach Yo, she made me dunk. That's why I'm dunking off her. She pushed me to that point. Like, I wasn't really like a physical player until, you know, she coached me. And yeah, I can run how I run because of her. So yeah.
So is there any like routine things that you do prior to a game? I asked your teammate that. So is there anything that you do? Let me rephrase that. Is there any go-to song? Because Polo G is the only one people said. I don't know if anyone else listens to any other music. No one else gave me no other artists. They said Polo G. Oh no, he gave me your teammate gave me King Vaughn too.
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys like 64 guys then.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, awesome. Okay, all right, I understand. I totally understand. Why Chief Keef?
I mean, when he be on the beat, he just be turned. I be like, yeah, that finito.
Yeah.
That just get everybody's head rocking.
So you're not from 63rd?
I don't know.
No, not from 63rd? Okay, all right, awesome. So with school and everything like that, I know that you guys go remotely, so with the challenges and all that stuff like that, do you prefer going to school remotely or do you prefer to be in the classroom?
I mean, in a classroom because I really slack on like online school because I'm in my room, I'm at home, like in the comfort of my home, I can do anything, and like I get distracted easily from like the stuff at my house. So yeah, when in school, I could just pay attention, you know, write stuff down, and I don't have to like type.
You see, because honestly, I'm waiting for someone to say, yeah, coach, I do this stuff in school, but then I be playing the game at the same time.
No, I don't play the game.
No? Okay, all right, awesome. Because I know someone does it, but they're just not telling me. I don't know why. But I know that someone does it. I know someone does it. I'm just waiting for someone to be honest. Like,
I don't play the game.
Yeah, okay, all right. You don't play the game? No 2K or anything like that?
I mean, I could be somebody in 2K, but...
Yeah. All right, so who's your favorite basketball player? Anybody in the world. So, okay, I can ask you this. Who's your favorite old basketball player? Who's your favorite new basketball player? So I'm going to give you two different eras. So I want the Michael Jordan era, if you remember any of those guys that played in that era, and I want the new era with LeBron now.
I would say Dennis Rodman.
Okay, and why?
Because he's just a good hustler, and he worked, and how he rebounds, that just motivates me to just go get it.
Okay, and in the new era. See, I'm not a LeBron fan. I'll just let you guys know that. Sorry, I know everyone's probably going to write stuff like that. I'm not a LeBron fan. I don't do the Avengers. So you tell me. So besides LeBron, because you can't say LeBron. If LeBron's your favorite player, that's okay. I'm just letting you know I'm not a LeBron fan.
I mean, I like LeBron, but Jason Tatum.
Okay, so you like Duke.
Yeah.
See, that's a smart man. See, more people should be like him. More speed because the LeBron's. So, okay, now the next question. How did you feel about LeBron moving to Miami and then going to the Lakers?
I mean, I don't know.
No?
I don't pay attention to him. I mean, but I do. But, I mean, it's his moves.
It's his moves?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so tell me about a game where you had the most difficult time scoring or even rebounding the ball. And the team.
I don't. Probably. I think it was a scrimmage that we just had.
Oh, he was doing you in the scrimmage like that?
Nah, he was.
Oh, okay.
He was bigger than me, and you know.
Okay. All right.
So I don't remember the team, but he was just boxing me out crazy. I was like, oh, I ain't like that. And then he got out of the game, and I start scoring.
Yeah. So tell me, what did you do? Was there any like go-to moves that you used to score, or you didn't score anything on it?
I scored. I scored like off of hooks.
Okay, hooks and stuff like that.
Drop step, yeah.
Okay, all right. Is there any like go-to moves that you like to go to?
Yeah, the hook.
The hook? See, a lot of people don't got the hook game and stuff like that. So that's awesome that you use that. Did Coach Yo teach you that? Because she's shaking her head over there. She's shaking her head.
I mean, yeah, she taught me a couple moves.
Yeah.
But I kind of just like, you know, put that on myself.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So tell me about a game where you scored the most points and you dominated the game.
It was actually this summer when Coach Yo was coaching for what was it, the Dream League? I want to say I scored like 20. Yeah. It was one game like that. I don't know. I just was going off. I was shooting jump shot. I was against you too.
Oh yeah, you did Reddix in?
I mean, it wasn't him, but.
Oh, okay. Oh, he was playing with you? Yeah. I was about to say, okay, we got to get Reddix over here and talk about that.
He was playing against me, but it wasn't him. It was their big man.
Okay, so how do you guys play with each other? You guys like playing with each other?
Yeah, like pick and roll, and like he seen me on the block, he got the vision for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the main one with the vision.
Okay.
Down low.
Okay. All right. And I'm not sure if I asked you this question or not. If I did, please forgive me. But what's your favorite subject in school? Because Reddix likes math. We had a joke about that. Can't wait till we get off camera. But Reddix likes math.
Probably math or English.
And why?
Math. I mean, I'm just good with numbers.
Okay, all right. You got the same idea as Maddox, okay? I mean Reddix, I'm sorry.
Reddix?
Yeah, I got the same idea as Reddix, yeah.
And English, it's like, English is easy. You just got like to pay attention. And stories be interesting in English, so yeah.
So what do you do in your spare time?
My spare time, hoop.
Hoop? Anything else besides that? Any other hobbies besides that?
Probably spend time with my girlfriend, that's all.
Okay, all right. Don't do that too much. I try to tell you, we're not going to get into that. But I'm going to bring Reddix back over here. Reddix, come here, because I want to ask you a quick question. Because I know that we asked you about your game. I know it's all right. It's all right. Come here, Reddix. Come here. Come right here. Come right here. We're live. You got to speak up a little bit because we don't have mics, right? All right. So if we were to rate his game, how would you rate his game?
I'd give him an A because he's the type of player, if you ask him to do something for you on defense, he's cool, like, yeah. Yeah. He got an A plus to me.
A plus to you? All right, cool. And then, like I said, before we go, we're going to wrap up the show. Reddix, stay here. We're going to wrap up the show. We got the Woodland Hills boys basketball team in the building. And before we go, we're going to 1, 2, 3 Youth Talk Sports. Hold on, let me get my Swissville Mania up here real quick first. Swissville. 1, 2, 3. Youth Talk Sports.
Grass City TV. Download the app. Grass City TV, the app. 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 Watch live or video on demand. Submit your video or your TV show. Be a part of our network. Join. Stay up to date. Members promo for free. Download for free on Google Play. Watch Grass City TV. Download the app. Grass City TV, the app. Come on.